Join ABF Fam in Apple Podcast to listen to African folktales with Miss Jojo 1 week early before everyone else.
ABF Creator.
Hello, my little ones. My name is Miss Jojo, and you're listening to African Folktales. Hop inside my magical jeep with me as we explore African lands where animals talk and people fly. Are you ready? Get in! Make sure your seatbelt is on. The only thing we want to let loose is your imagination. Let's set the destination for our next story. Here we go! Hang on! Today, our magical jeep takes us to a time in the past. Make sure to listen closely for the bell. The bell will ring when I say the magic word of the story. Listen all the way to the end to discover if you guessed the magic word right. A long time ago, the chipmunk looked no different from the squirrel. He had no stripes. This story tells us how he got his big stripes that we see today. In the deep blue jungle where all the animals lived, a season of very heavy rains had caused the forest to grow so thick that it was too hard for the animals to move around the jungle roads. They held a meeting to solve this problem and decided that every animal that moves on the ground would send money to pay to fix the jungle roads. Birds who flew in the sky didn't have to pay. The chipmunk, who was tiny in size but huge in stubbornness, said to the other animals,
I will pay no tax, even if it means I never walk on the ground again.
So he climbed the trees and hopped and jumped from branch to branch without touching the ground. He has to come down sooner or later, said one of the other animals. And when he does, he will have to pay. After the meeting, all the animals went home. 7 days passed, and the chipmunk had still not touched the ground. All the other animals paid their fair share, but the chipmunk still would not come down from the trees. Some animals began to feel sorry for him.
Maybe he has no money. Why else would he spend his life hopping in trees?
They said. It is painful to see one of us land animals living like this. So they all got together and shared their money to help the chipmunk. They placed a huge bucket under a tree, where any animal who wished to help the chipmunk could put some money in until there was enough to help him pay. A bird told the chipmunk about this, and the chipmunk thought it was funny.
They don't have anything better to do with their money?
He asked. When night fell, he secretly made his way to the tree where the other animals put the bucket of money. He climbed down the tree, took the bucket of money, and ran away. The next morning, when all of the money was gone, the animals were really upset. They tried to catch the chipmunk, but no one could. The chipmunk was hopping from tree to tree faster than anyone could catch him. The animals decided to ban the chipmunk from the jungle because he had misused their trust and kindness. Since he was banned from his home, the chipmunk went to live amongst people. When the animals held their next meeting, somebody asked if anyone knew what the chipmunk did with the money he stole. And the bird answered,
He never put it to any good use, but bought new stripes instead.
The moral of this story is to never steal. Stealing hurts you, hurts people who care about you, and everyone loses. Did you hear the bell? Did you discover the magic word of the story? If you said money, you are right. Money is spelled M-O-N-E-Y. We use money every day to buy things like food and clothes. Your parents may even give you money to buy candy. How much money do you have? Don't worry, tell me on our next journey. We may need it. Thanks for taking this trip with me today. I can't wait for you to travel to the next story with me. African Folktales is produced by ABF Creative. To learn more about the show, go to abfc.co/folktales. If you loved this show, then tell someone you know. Our magical Jeep journeys are more fun when you can bring your friends along. Thanks for listening. Bye!